I'm Mike Pearlman, the president of NORA. And before NORA, the way this whole thing got started was Ed Pearlman, my father, had a Land Cruiser that had a V8 in it, and it was a very fast Land Cruiser. And instead of going rock crawling and off-roading, or not off-roading, off-roading wasn't a word back then, dirt roading, or we went hill climbing and drag racing because we had this V8 that was a lot faster. So one day, Ed Pearlman decided to challenge a motorcycle team. It was Dave Eakins, Bud Eakins, Eddie Mulder, and Chris Coleman set a record from Tijuana to La Paz on Triumph motorcycles. Dad read this little tiny article in the Tarzana newspaper about that and said I could beat that record in my Land Cruiser. So he started to get his Land Cruiser set up, and he went to buy some wide tires. And you couldn't buy wide tires back then. So he found a guy in downtown El Segundo, and he was selling farm implement tires out of his garage. Dad asked him, "Can I get 6 tires? I want to do this record attempt." And the guy said, "Sure, I'll give you the 6 tires if I could be co-driver." So the 2 of them went down and did this record attempt down Baja. When they got back, they had a great time. Back then, they probably stopped by every bar, and they had a good time. When they got back, Dad said, "I'm going to put on an event. If I could just get 60 guys to go down Baja, it would be, we could have a big party if we each put up $100. So he got 68 guys to go down for the first Mexican 1000. But prior to all of this, Dad needed a rule book for this new kind of racing that was going on. So we called the National Road Racing Association, NRRA. They did sports cars, and they had a rule book for their sports car rallies, and Dad wanted to borrow it and see who rode it and change it to this new kind of racing. So he called them, and they sent over Jack Brady and John Christie. And one day I was driving home from high school, and I saw them standing by this office that Dad had just rented for this new event. And they said, "First things are first. We need to find a name for this new kind of racing." And they kept going, National Road Racing Association, NRRA. Let's call it National Dirt Road Racing Association. I don't know. National Fire Road Racing. No, I don't know. I said, "Dad," and I was the young kid. "Dad, listen, you can't use the word road. It's not on the road, it's off the road." I was thinking it's right next to the road, off of the road. And Dad goes, "You're right, son, it's off the road, so let's just add the word off in front of NRRA, National Road Racing Association, and we'll call it NORA."